Hello everyone, it's Vixie here and welcome back to my channel for a brand new video. So I'm going to talk about my thoughts on the Overwatch workshop and just a little bit about that. So first and foremost, I think it's an awesome update. I know it's received some criticism, but I personally think it's a welcomed improvement and I think it's going to be very useful to a bunch of different players. And I'm going to talk about why I think that. But first and foremost, let's talk about what it is in case you haven't heard of it. So Jeff Kaplan did a dev update and he talked about it a little bit. I'll link that video down below. I recommend that you check it out if it's something that you're curious about because obviously he can explain it better than I can. And there's also people testing it and stuff right now. So it's a scripting mode that will allow you to make custom game modes. And Jeff said that you can even make your own prototype hero. So it's kind of different from custom modes now because you can actually work with like the scripts and the codes rather than having predefined settings. Some people have mentioned it's still very limited in what you're allowed to do, but it's more open than what we have already. So you'll be able to share these custom modes that you create, and it'll be in the custom game browser. So obviously there'll be a lot more to play than just quick play and arcade and competitive now. I personally am curious to see how user-friendly it's going to be because I think that it's going to be geared more to people who like scripting or programming or coding or whatever and have kind of had some experience. I think those people will probably pick it up and enjoy making stuff. Whereas people who like me are like, what the heck am I doing? It's probably not going to be as user-friendly, but Jeff did say that all players, they wanted to make it as accessible as possible. So that'll be interesting to see. So Jeff gave an example in his video of a game mode that's possible that if your character is touching the ground, that your character will be on the floor, so kind of like the floor is lava. So you can play with Lucio or Wrecking Ball or Pharah, characters that can stay off the ground. So you'll be able to do stuff like that, and it'll be interesting to see all the game modes that people come up with. I kind of want to do a video on some people's ideas and suggestions. I think that'd be really cool. So one thing to keep in mind though, it's not a map editor. So for those of you who are like, oh, I can make my own map, it's not going to be that, but I still think that it's going to be pretty awesome. So I just wanted to give some reasons why I think it's a fantastic idea and why I don't think it deserves any criticism. Yeah, a lot of people are unhappy with the state of Overwatch and are kind of wanting other things, but personally, here's what I think is really nice about it. It gives YouTubers and streamers a lot more potential for gameplay. Right now, there's only so much you can do in comp, arcade, and quick play, and there's not a lot outside that. So content creators will be able to share, tutorials, making game modes, playing different game modes with friends, and I think it'll be really fun to see. I remember personally, one of the reasons that I got into gaming on the PC was because of Gary's mod, which you could kind of just do anything, and I always thought that was really cool. So seeing that kind of come over to Overwatch in whatever form or fashion it is, I think will be really cool. And I'm really excited that maybe some people will have more to talk about because it has been a little bit stale in the Overwatch community as far as things to talk about. And that's coming from someone who's trying to make Overwatch content herself. So I'm kind of excited about that. Also, being able to tweak a hero is a huge deal. And again, I'm not sure the limitations right now because it's just been announced and I haven't really looked at anything else other than the announcement video. And some tweets, but higher level players and pro players will be able to back up their arguments for why heroes should be changed based on actual real evidence. They can be like, oh, if you change this is what'll happen, and I see a positive impact here. And obviously that's not the most concrete thing in the world, and it's not going to definitely lead to the hero being changed, but I think it would be cool to have more community input, and when people give their opinions, be able to say, this is why I think this, because then, you can prove what you're saying, and I think that's really cool and fun. I also think it brings a new crowd to Overwatch, which Overwatch definitely needs. A lot of people love coding and creating for games, and so I think people will be interested. And, kind of a new group of people will be drawn to a game that I personally love and don't want to see die. So kind of breathing back into some life into it, I think will be really nice. I think it also fundamentally changes how the game can be played. It's not going to be the same thing over and over again. We have custom game modes now, but they're very limited. So it gives it gives the potential to be really dynamic and let the player just, kind of see what they can get their hands on and be really creative and share that with people. And I can't wait to go through custom game modes and see what people do with it, what people have in mind. I think it'll be really fun and just a good time. And I honestly can't wait for the update to hit live. So let me know your thoughts. Like, are you excited? Are you not excited? Again, I know this has received some criticism, like, why aren't they doing this? But I do think it's a welcome change, and it'll make the game fun for people, because there's a lot of people who play Overwatch that aren't very into comp, or, like having like a strict, like, they're just not competitive people. So I think, like I said, this invites a larger community of different types of players. So I think that'll be really cool to see. But anyways, that's all I really have to say, you guys. I know, short, simple video. Sorry for not uploading in a while. It's been a stressful time. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.